They are also known as multiplying onions. Hey home right friends, it is October 7th and actually a light drizzle is just starting here. It is down to 63 degrees today in central North Carolina. I actually have a sweatshirt on. It's supposed to get up to 73 today, down to lows of 45, but I need to start clearing out a bed here because we got some Louisiana shallots in the mail and we need to get them into the garden. So when I came out this morning, I realized that part of my pepper plant has actually fallen over and broken. So this is how we have decided to clear out this bed in order to put the shallots in this bed. I'll probably pull out some of these flowers. I might push some of the flowers to the side over there, but I really want to get this all cleaned out, hopefully before this rain comes. Now if I zoom in on this plant, there are a ton of little peppers all over this plant. I thought this was a keystone pepper plant, but now I'm beginning to wonder if this is actually one of my lunchbox pepper plants, since all the peppers are really, really small. So I am actually going to get down here and cut this root down at the bottom. Oh, look. It is a lunchbox pepper. Thought so. Other stuff down here. I'll leave that root in here because that will be good for the soil. So I'll keep that in there. The other part of this bed has the butternut squash in here. I'm going to go ahead and pick those butternut squashes. So the root on the other side was pretty dead. This one was probably the one that those were growing on. I'll cut that. Alright guys, it looks like we got this bed all cleaned up. I actually have 3 drip lines in this bed. I am going to go ahead and keep this lunchbox pepper, and I also have a ghost pepper over here in the corner. And then earlier, probably about a week ago, I had put in a little bit of sugar snap peas because I want these guys to grow up on this trellis right here. What I am going to go ahead and do with this drip line, every 6 inches I have an emitter here, so I'm going to put an onion on each side of these emitters and just fill this bed up. These are actually called Louisiana Evergreen Shallots. We actually found these on eBay, and they are also known as multiplying onions. So we will go ahead and put these in, one on each side of the emitter so that we'll have double row. And I will go ahead and put a little bit of all-purpose fertilizer in here. This is a 10-8-8, just using up what we have in the garage. And these are the onions that we will actually go ahead and use moving forward to make stuff like onion top pesto. I love my onion top pesto, but from what I've read recently and learned, these can be trimmed for the onion top pesto, but you're not supposed to be trimming the bulb type onions. I know there's a lot of information out there, but that's what we're going to be doing moving forward. So let's get these shallots into the ground. So all I did was put in a couple of furrows on both sides of my drip line. I'm going to actually toss in a little bit of this fertilizer and just kind of mix it in with my hand. Onions are very heavy feeders. They like a lot of nitrogen. So even though I am starting with some all-purpose right now, as these grow, probably end up adding some nitrogen. these Louisiana Evergreen Shallots are multiplying onions. So from what I understand, this is our first time growing these, but from what I understand, they will continue to multiply. So you buy this once and then they multiply. So we're putting these in the ground. It is October. Then we should be able to, in a couple of months, pull these out, separate them, and plant some more. So my kind of plant that buy once and it continues to grow. One of these will actually split into up to 20 more. So sometime around November, December, we'll be able to pull these out, separate them, and then replant them again. So hopefully we have enough shallots here that we don't ever have to buy these again. So that's it for this video. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments if any of you guys are growing some multiplying onions.